and Tara, No Time to Die. Trailer number 2 just came out. We're gonna watch it together. Maybe there is a time to die, because apparently this is his last Bond movie, you know? So it's sort of like, you say there's no time, but like there's a lot of time actually for him to die, you know, because he's not gonna come back as Bond. So, boy, are we in a pickle. You guys get it.
The past isn't dead.
James, fate draws us back together. Now your enemy is my enemy.
His name is Safin.
And what does he want?
Revenge. Me.
When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you.
You can imagine why I've come back to play.
There's a young lady in Santiago I want you to meet.
You're late.
When you're ready. Salute.
I met your new 00. She's a disarming young woman.
I get why you shot him.
Yeah, well, everyone tries at least once.
James Bond. We both eradicate people to make the world a better place. I just want to be a little tidier.
Come on, Bond. Where the hell are you?
Have you ever flown one of these?
Nope.
Harder to tell the good from bad, villains from heroes these days.
What is it?
You don't know what this is.
He's going to kill millions.
If we don't do this, there will be nothing left to save.
No time to die, baby. He can drive quickly, he knows how to shoot, he knows how to put a bullet in your head, but I'm telling you right now, he can duck out of the way of a Range Rover. It's a very large vehicle. I don't even know that I could do it. You know what I mean? He just knows how fast it's coming, where it's at, and he's just like, I'm just gonna duck, and I know I'm just gonna keep shooting. Bondy, huh? I did not prep for all that with a double pair of underwear. Not today. I forgot. So, it's fine. I'll clean up later. You can't think any quicker than this. If I saw a car and I was on a bridge, I'd be like, do I die via car or do I just jump off the bridge? You see what I mean? Both choices in my brain are death, which is really waking me up to the idea that I would not have been good in the CIA. All throughout high school, I was like, I should be a CIA agent because I am a badass. And now I'm just like, probably wouldn't have lasted that long. I am 2 minutes away from doing one of these moves if it'll swing me into Disneyland. And I know nobody's there, but I'm not afraid to make my own churro. I'll figure it out. This is what I say every time I put in a mobile order at Starbucks and I get distracted, you know, and I show up an hour later and they're like, sorry, we don't have the drink, we had to toss it. And I'm like,
The past isn't dead.
I wanted the past latte. I'm all right with it sitting there for an hour.
The past isn't dead.
I'm here now, you know? Tell you, anybody who shows up with that kind of mask and does one of these, just the slow moves.
Your enemy is my enemy. Your enemy is my enemy.
It's the slow movement with the mask that really kills me. It's like, can't you just just move around normal, I probably wouldn't be as terrified. So somebody broke Stefan's mask, which I'm happy to see. Hopefully it was Bond. You know, he gave him a good old punch. I kind of like that, you know, it's broken, but at the same time, do we want to see it? You know, he's got some skin issues. It just kind of reminds me of like a road map, and I feel like I would get distracted. I keep thinking, what road is that one, and what are these, and how did your face end up like that? Anytime I go on a second date with somebody, but the first date, they didn't really seem all about it, but then they agreed to a second date.
You can imagine why I've come back to play.
Because I gotta hook them and then let them go. This is normally how the conversation goes anytime I meet up with any past girlfriends from any of my exes.
I get why you shot him.
Yeah, well, everyone tries at least once.
He's got people at every corner cleaning constantly. This is everybody's dream during a pandemic. He can walk out without a mask because he's like, COVID what? We don't have it here. These guys are non-stop, baby. I need to start learning desk kicks. I mean, I'm always at my desk. That's really where it's at. I just start setting up fights only in offices with a bunch of desks around. They're ready to throw down and I'm just like, yeah! And this queen is still good. She's just wandering around, still kicking people out, showing no underwear lines, no bra lines, still looks great. You're really giving us a lot to live up to, Missy. I feel like next time I go to a restaurant, they get my order wrong. I'm not the one to speak up or send food back, but I feel like if I said it this way,
You don't know what this is.
it's like a mixture of ASMR
You don't know what this is.
plus fear, and they might just go, sure, no problem. Let me just take it for you and I'll get you something better.
You don't know what this is.
I might never have to settle on a bad meal again. For the guy in his crotch rocket, I'm like, listen, you should have seen that cable coming. It's pretty thick. Why don't they do cool tricks? I would do a cool trick. I would loop down with the bike like this, and we would slide under the cable. I've done it plenty of times. I don't need to show you the whole thing right now. Obviously, you guys know. That way you're not decapitated, which is nice, because once you're decapitated, it is tough sewing that head back onto the body. You know, a lot of times you don't work right. You just end up as someone's Halloween prop and you only come out every October. I don't understand why all planes don't work this way.
If we don't do this,
And then nobody has to start praying during turbulence ever again. Well, if it gets too rocky and we start falling, I know this bad boy can turn into a boat or an off-road vehicle. Going over terrain till we get back to the water, turn it back into a boat. When we need to fly to get to where we're going, it'll just come back up and turn back into a plane. Like, why haven't we gotten there yet? This is me at the beginning of every single pizza party.
there will be nothing left to save.
Thank you to all my patrons. These videos would not be possible without you. Please pledge to my Patreon if you can. If not, click all the links below. That's all for me, Idiot Army. I will see you on the next one.